necessary omo Ghana omo strike no etuntwaye ebusuafo bebre na so no afa so ahwere eye omo adehye omo akọ hospital so omo ankoto nurses ayebusu omo asan kofie no so de bebre na esensem we a ekọ so no Prophet Kumchacha any afi KSM omo send message to necessary omo ko strike no any omo leaders na omo declare strike no masrawa so obehye video we na obehye wadwen ama me comment section ho won subscribe ya masrawa so oba subscribe to Trends GH on YouTube, Facebook and TikTok bibia ayo Trends GH. From last week ABC and dra any enda de ebusia nurses omo trende ewo Mochimonka highway no so bibia impo de endra Trends GH ebusia update amede buy ne de bebre na ebe no nurses eye demands ni bi ebusia omu hia from government a omo che say aban no entumi fa mu omo a enwiti no enam so a omo cost strike na ebusia ni nyina no medwedwe mu into details now endra wo baka ya me kire mu say enye necessary omo wo Ghana nyina na ebusia omo cost strike okọ some of the hospitals ni bia nurses an omo de omo fa ho any strike na omo leaders e declare no omo de esane se edwuma no omo ye no omo abadaye a omo san so dwen nipa nkwa ho no omo de omo ko hospital ho ekosa nipa yare na imponent e bi krampa enye ne se okọ some of the villages wo pa na de a nurses no omo de omo nti se odogo bi kwenu abe omo leaders ko declare strike ta se ebi krampo de say omo hospital omo ye adwumani and those hospitals le busia ya bo mpa say nurses no omo be ye ne sa amahe na eba no eye enkramanto mu ya eye nurses fo ni bi ebusia omo ko strike ate say no de ano odi ye pa na one lady mpo de wababo ntan be kirem say strike we a eye nurses ni bi ebusia omo ko no eye ne uncle ba ko ebusia wa hwere ne nkoya ya
so workers at Kole-Bu teaching hospital and my uncle had a serious asthma attack. He was struggling not from Nana or pray, but because you people are on strike, you refuse to even take care of him. Even after his wife was demanding, say, she's going to pay every amount. Ye profession, we are all humans. So a young man at the age of 30 years. He married just 3 years ago. 3 years ago, so yeah. This December will be 3 years. He doesn't have a kid. He had an asthma attack. You guys are on strike into unfanenko. Yadamase. He's dead. Yadamase. We are grateful to you people. See your profession so nche mama yenkai see nyina ye nipa o adwuma ne nyina ye bi na so wiase mu men show wo yonko anim na nya ne bone. He is dead. Yes, wewu. Thank you to whoever they met there. Wadwuma na wo ye dase yenso ye de akoshe boatwe. We will bury him. Erade mo wadwuma na nkoso na o ma wo nkwatenten. You, that person that was in charge. You said you are on strike. Into woman fanning kononko. Well, ya de na kwashe mochi. Ya damasi. Na esensem way na KSM onu de ochem say. Our message ema necessary omo ko strike no. Imposa wo ye nurse na won strike a. Our message ema. Any afi Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association omo president omo leaders na dia omo declare this strike no. Was sending message to them.
And I'm saying all these things to say that this is not the time I was expecting any strike action from anyone. Forget about nurses, nurses are the ones in question now, but I'm talking about generally as a people. Make me feel said this is the time, Anka. We're all going to decide that okay, things seem to be changing for the better. Why don't we all put in all we can so that it does change for the better, so that me and you will benefit? What about benefits that came from the changes were not partisan benefits, they were national benefits. So in my mind, I was thinking, say, with the signs that were coming up, we will decide, say, Charlie, whatever it is, we all need to put in some sacrifices for this nation. That's all I've been saying. We all need to. So I am saying that it is not the point where I was expecting such a strike from the nurses. You know why I'm talking plenty like this? I've seen the list of what the necessary needs are. I've seen the list. You know, they include book and research allowance, there's uniform allowance, there's fuel allowance, there's the 13th month allowance, there's night out of station, there's the vehicle allowance, there's the kilometric allowance, there's the funeral grant. Folks, these are the list. Some private nurses who I knew and things like that told me, KSM, honestly, KSM, we would, or let me say, the few ones that I spoke to say, they would rather be on the job. I said, so why don't you go and work? He says, no, it's all from our leadership. We are a union, and if the leadership has decided that we must strike, we have to strike. But I said, KSM, trust me, there are many, many nurses who will otherwise want to work. That's a fact. You know, so I was quite, somehow in my mind it's like, yeah, all the nurses are so angry, people can die if they want. No, not all of them are thinking like that. There are some, and a considerable number, who don't like what they are seeing. They have mothers, they have brothers, they have fathers, they have relatives, friends who are dying. And ideally, they would have rather been at work to do the best that they can. But hey, leader needs to say. And that's the thing, folks. It says it's the leadership. So I'm just asking the nurses, what do you yourself assess of this whole thing? That people are dying. Some of you are worried. Some of you are disturbed. But you have nothing to do because your leader says don't go to work. And the leader is not even in the country, or your leaders are not ready to sit down and negotiate. Would you think that this will not encourage plenty other interpretations of what is going on? People have begged nurses, and don't lose the sympathy of the public, because we have always been there for you. We have always been there for you, but it gets to a certain point that you are now telling the public, to hell with you. What we want is what I have said, and if you don't get them, you guys moo. Masa. I was glad to hear though that, and I hope they don't go and penalize them, but in some of the villages, in the cheap compounds, some few nurses say they want to work. So let me say bluntly, I'm putting everything right now at the foot of the leaders. You leaders, you didn't try one bit. You didn't try. Masa, how can you call for a strike where people will die and leave the country?
Let me be very, very frank with you, sir. As I speak to you now, my friend, the leaders are not available even in the country.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, I didn't want to say this. Today, I have called personally, beyond all legality, so, I have to worry anything and reach out. They're not in the country as I speak to you now.
Oh.
But we need to engage, even tonight. Where am I getting them?
Oh.
They are not in the country.
Nah.
I saw my mother in the grave.
Oh, mu declare striking or much.
I am telling you, Obi, I'm not missing words.
Do you know what it says of you? That you are extremely, extremely selfish and uncaring. And you go to all ends to get only what you want. That is selfishness. Masa, it is extremely selfish. Masa, let's put everything aside. I've seen the benefits. And I'm saying that I respect the fact that you are calling for benefits. But let me say this in addition to that. Do you know how many people are working in different government organizations that need the same benefits? Do you know? You think it's only nurses? You think it's only nurses that they say, oh, yeah, prefer allowance? And look, for everybody, it's not for every nurse. Most of you nurses, you don't have even bicycles, you walk to work, no, you take public transport, so the fuel allowance, book and research is for the top level, it's not even a whole thing, book, So all I'm saying is this. There's very many people in different aspects of working for government who needs benefits. So fine, but the master, okay, good. So you have captured all our attention in terms of the benefits, Nema. Fine, let's start somewhere and work towards it. But don't decree that I want it now, and if it doesn't happen now, dear,
after KSM the reaction with Prophet Kumchacha, the healing matuli, ono the ochema or message, Emma nurses any omu leaders ebusia or moko strike no. Way a part 1.
Sa strike ya nurse fuokoi. Political strike. Listen to me. A political strike that can make many or my penny. And I'm here to say, ya Papa John Mahama Numunyam for, and I'm your president ya. That can nurse if winning na me 3 days. One first strike and tour, no one year Juma, me pound munya. Me yi nurse if winning ready. Na ye impro and the pafofro. No waba. Because we are young Fanny Pen Queen near Guru. Sa would be Biabedi Agro was as we swa. Nipa Enqua. Sofukum Chacha me say, young Fanny Agro. Sa obi call hospital. No qua nurse in you, no wakowu. No qua, na doctor ni no wakowu. Sani amania mano, would be Biabedi Agro or Fomo ha. Young Fanny Penqua. Eni agro make and won't yase but a two man na two near be na two busu any be na two this year be na two baby any wo the American obati yase yet ye do baby yam fan kwasia politics in ton chain yam fan kwasia we say no me say a political strike if you say mose alawa ana kenofoliata esise nwo adwuma ana de no monsen kan ye aban fofuraba ye ne trese ba akomienu aban oba ye wadi sen na nkwase strike sa meme se sofukum chacha sa meme ye John Mahama ana me ye president pa ka 2 days ade chia na mo start ye dwuma na ma pa munyina wai e totally badadash ya kan na wote wonom ana wa kwadiska wadi na funanam mo mpa no kurekurem ha.
So now Prophet Kumchacha or driving intendo de gumbe ni so parliament no I introduction pen or this so si free car no mu no de o chem say ensem no we obetua so na baby o de asam na nam no yenko
na me wo nurse fo ne so nurse fo na moye enkwasea demonstration no kwasea demonstration na enkrofo wuwu e wo hospital no UK ni be ka say e totally badadash oh mama chese kuro no I had to say automatism. Atasi kan yalefo. Kwai ko hospital ko hwe nkrofo a ewuwo ewo. Saade we maka ho asem wo. Abandada wo twa mu mre so kora na meka. Na me so fukum chacha na meka. Say strike na we soli ameko strike we soli ameko strike no. E ade bi a obroni kabrofo bi say gamophobia. Mudi hu ena ehye nipam. Police for a cast on court demonstration. No one could strike ya. Ubetuni ada. A teacher for a cast on qua. Hand a bachelor of body. Fitani a cast or cost strike and why the moa or cast ya. Hand a bayer car at the amount. If you see one obiaso on faso obia here. At the back see a dish yet trim. Na young yan sunny a dream when I say I bind eba power. And I bind be war. Na adwumakuo bi mo pesam musika samne alawa ene ade yenko yie na aban no obema mu bibia yetena se ne yeka nursefuo de ye American empanifuo money aban tena se nkan ye ene mo gyan kwada na gum se won nye demonstration ene mo fu pray na mokọ we eye jimiye dabi amekasa jimiye ne do so okoro mu o jimiye na do so too much. What you say, nurse ni a wash yalefo, say yalefo nya hoden, wagane ho, see a call demonstration. Now will be a juma way or the call demonstration, or man ever coso. We are making will be a summon, at said you could akano. No, I can't, and I dare seminar, okay. Yes, I'm a D2.
When it comes to necessary or moko striker in some way, and a KSM, any Prophet Kumchacha, it was your money able to get. Say eye omu leaders a omu declare strike and eye omu na oman yade impono according to KSM and some ochiremu no what ye ochiremu say eye some of the nurses eye genius any seniors ni na no omu ochiremu a nea ekoso this strike no eye ade a omu ankasa no omu akoma ento omu yem but omo leaders na e declare no se omo so no manya na sa wan hwa omo ne omo leaders no krampo no ebenya asem enu ntine wo se omo so no omo follow the strike no do ne a ekoso no omo akoma mu de ebusua omo ani enje ho omo de omo botae ne se na nka omo be ko hospital ho no omo ko save nipa nkwa and sana meka ye no wokọ some of the hospitals any afi some villages na there any even nkran ne kuma simple any sunya ne mpetem ho kra na nurses ni bi dia ebusua omokọ ayarsabia ho ekoje nipa nkwa ebusua kire wa adwema me wo comment section ho na share video we ma afoforo so ensa enkebi makra